Hi, I'm Gloria Lee, a park ranger with the National Park Service, working right here in Lower Manhattan. Yes, there are national parks in New York Harbor, 23 different sites in all. Let me show you a few of them. Gateway National Recreation Area offers miles of beaches, wildlife preserves, and historic forts, where people can hike, bicycle, and birdwatch, all in the boroughs of Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens, and at Sandy Hook in New Jersey. I've worked at 4 national park sites here in New York Harbor: Federal Hall, the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the African Burial Ground. And there are other great parks to see. You'll never get bored. All of these parks are really easy to get to by subway, car, or ferry. But for now, this series of video podcasts will let you take a closer look at the national parks of New York Harbor without leaving your home. So start clicking and check them out now.
Sandy Hook is a 6-mile barrier beach that juts into Lower New York Harbor from Monmouth County, New Jersey. And because the 2 channels run so close to Sandy Hook, this was the perfect location to protect New York City from naval attack. You can trace the exact story of how New York Harbor has been protected and defended for over 200 years, just on this one little peninsula alone. Directly down below us is 9-gun battery. There were 9, 10, and 12-inch guns in place here from 1898 through the mid-1940s, when the obsolete guns and the emplacements were salvaged out for scrap metal for the war effort. It is the highest concentration of guns in a single emplacement in the world.
This was in 1937 when I wore this uniform. That's full field uniform, but the campaign hat, which they did away with in World War II. And this one I was going on guard in 1939. That's just moments before I marched down to the guardhouse to be inspected by the officer of the day. So everything was spick and span, you know. We drilled almost every day. Close order drill, extended order drill, marksmanship. It was a thrill. I never saw anything like this in civilian life as a kid, you know.
The old Sandy Hook Proving Ground was the Army's weapons testing facility from 1874 to just after World War I. Every machine gun, mortar, howitzer, artillery piece, landmine, chemical compound, fuse was all brought out here to be developed and tested to see if it would actually work and if the Army wanted to use it. By the 1950s, with the coastal guns obsolete, the threat now was from aircraft.
Nike Hercules is a system to help turn the shadow of dread which hangs over us all into a shield that will protect us all.
In 1954, the United States Army installed a Nike air defense battery here at Sandy Hook. The configuration was with conventional missiles, and in 1958 to 59, these were supplemented with 26 nuclear-tipped long-range Hercules missiles. These particular missiles were state-of-the-art at the time that they were deployed, and the system was continually upgraded until this system was closed out in Sandy Hook in 1974. We are now standing inside of the battery commander's van, and he and his personnel would have been stationed right here. You have the launching switch and the manual detonation switch for the nuclear warhead. It is in here that a launch sequence would have begun. The battery commander would have been in continuous contact with his men all over the site and down inside the launch area 1 mile away from here. He would make manual selections as to which type of missile he wanted to use. And at the moment of readiness, he would throw the switch and release the warhead. The missile would be on its way downrange, and then when the interception clock clicked to 0, he would throw this switch here, manually detonating a nuclear warhead over American home soil. Many of the emplacements here at Sandy Hook are one of a kind and are open for most of the year. If you would care to visit us, we always offer tours of these emplacements.